Hello? Could you guys hear everything okay? I updated OBS and we all know that shit breaks. So I'm just checking. I swear to God, if one of you tells me no when really the answer is yes, don't do it. Just answer the question. Yes or no? David beds. Veggie? Veggie? Veggie. Thank you, Risa. Thank you, thank you. It's all broken in the best ways. It's working and we don't know why. That sounds like my life. That sounds like me. Um, Good for you, Death. Good for you. You don't need to be a simp. Good, good. Happy to hear it. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Veggie, I swear to fuck. Oh, ice? Wow. Wow. Just wow. uh, Lord. I miss you guys when I don't stream. I miss your ridiculousness. What would I do without you? What would I do if I lived in a shoe? Oh, thank you for my glasses. The bag is all here. I do miss you. I do. I mean, if you like sloth, yes, we can do that. I appreciate that because I would have forgotten again. Yes, it would. It would, team. It would. Risa, sister, thank you for your 65 streams this week. I appreciate it. Do you know which deck you want? Instincts breaking through. Hi, Waffle. I do have pets. I have 3 cats. My little babies. Are the cards marinated? Well, hello, hello. There's Stellar Ion? Is that how you say your name? I hope I didn't fuck that up. No, 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 Waffle. It's already been chosen by the cat distribution system that I will be a crazy old cat lady. Okay. I'm gonna have to go to the live scene for this. So, give me 1 second. Chicken fajitas, yummy. What'd you put in your fajitas? Aha, okay. What'd you put in the fajitas? We're going to start doing React content at the beginning of the stream. So, there is a channel in my Discord service.
I can't talk right now. I'm making piss.
Yeah? Are you? There is a channel in my Discord called Content Ideas if you guys want to. You're fine. If you guys want to stick stuff in there for me to react to, as long as it is TOS safe, Twitch TOS, Discord TOS, any TOS, my TOS safe. Please no, not safe for work stuff or drama or politics. I will not react to that stuff. However, anything else you think would be cool to see me react to, see what my reaction would be to it, feel free to throw it in there. And at the beginning of streams every day, we will react. That's gonna be the plan. And then we will get into games. Oh my god, look at him. Oh my god. Look at that face. Oh my god. Look at it. Look at that little face. I just want to snoot. I want to boop the snoot. Look at. He's so cute. Oh my god. It's so cute. I have cuteness aggression. Hi, Lisa. Exactly. I want to give him all the love. Look how cute he is. Oh my god, Doris, what have you done? You always wanted to pet a flying squirrel? Oh, look at it! He's the Japanese dwarf flying squirrel. He's so cute. Oh my god. Hi Lisa, how you doing? Adorable. Adorable. Love it, Doris. So cute. So fucking cute. Adorable. Okay, this one Cybot put in here. So, Cy, if you're listening, or if you watch the VOD later, here you go. It's called The Absolute Insanity of Group B Rally. I'm assuming this is a car thing. I do not know. By the way, whatever you guys put in this channel, I will not look at whatsoever. So just keep that in mind. I want to keep all the reactions as real as possible. However, that doesn't mean be a shit. It has to be TOS friendly and not safe for and safe for work. Not safe for work? The fuck? I know what I mean. Don't get me banned is what I'm saying. Don't get me banned. Yes. TOS friendly and must be safe for work. No, not naughty. Exactly. The Haseba? The what? What's breaking my car? Huh? Yes. Not safe for work. But safe for work. Exactly, team. Exactly.
When auto racing first began in
Yeah,
the
okay.
1890s,
So,
it was extremely simple. Get a
oh,
bunch of cars and
hold on.
drivers together and have them race from one
There we
town
go.
to another. First one there wins.
Oh, wow.
In a time
They
before
raced from
purpose-built
towns.
racetracks or
One
electronic
town
timing
to
scoring
another.
existed, this was the easiest way to put on a race and have an undisputed winner.
Interesting.
However, these events were held on public roads, and thus you couldn't sell tickets and anyone could just waltz up and watch a race for free, or at least a segment of it. People wanted to watch the entire race and were willing to pay to make that happen, so around the turn of the 20th century, auto
Look
racing
at that car.
migrated onto horse racing tracks, as there were already hundreds of them dotted across Europe and North America. Fans could watch the entire race, get food and drinks, and even bet on the outcome. And the best part was,
like
all
horse
the
racing.
infrastructure was already built. In a span of less than 10 years,
Interesting.
motorsports went from almost unrecognizable to
He did
looking
just say
exactly
horse
like a
racing,
modern
didn't
racing
he?
event today. But no matter how much the sport of auto racing changes or how much different it looks as the decades drag on, some people are always
Wow.
going to want to do things the old way.
Yeah.
Even to this day, there are still racing divisions that host races on those same horse tracks from the 1900s.
Damn.
Some people who insist on racing in the old styles
That's
are
really
just in it for
cool.
the nostalgia. Others are purists and say that's the only real form of racing. But most see it as an old art form that deserves to be preserved
Oh my
and
god.
continued at all costs.
That'd be fucking
Thus, some
terrifying.
drivers still held on to the point-to-point style of racing that had started it all. In 1911, the Rally of Monte Carlo was held in Monaco.
Monte
and
Carlo.
that style of racing forever thereafter was known as rally racing. Eventually, instead of one-day point-to-point races, the long rallies were broken up into segments run across multiple days. That way fans could watch more racing and get more bang for their buck. After World War II, motor racing saw an insane boom in popularity all over the world. In 1950, one had begun competition, and several rally series had popped up. But
You
in
would know that,
1973,
Doris.
the FIA, the sanctioning body for F1, threw their hat into the rally ring and created the World Rally Championship, or WRC. Immediately they saw success as they gained the rights to the Rally of Monte Carlo, and many other major rally races all over Europe, be it in the paved streets of Monaco, the snows of Finland, or the mud of Sicily. The WRC did it all and had one of the most challenging schedules on the planet. Soon, rally racing was becoming more popular than Formula One.
Really?
Because unlike in that series, all the cars in the WRC were stock
Crazy.
cars anybody could buy straight from the dealer's lot. The WRC had a rule that in order to race a car in their series, a manufacturer had to produce at least 5,000 units for commercial and private sales.
What the fuck was that stopwatch? God damn. The thing was as big as my hands. Jesus. Holy hell. Also, God, this car makes me feel old. Looking at this car makes me feel old. God damn.
This rule made the Lancia Stratos one of the most recognizable race cars ever made, and it won the WRC's championship top
Oh, look how
division
cute it
3 years
is.
in a row, from 1974 through
It's so little.
1976. Even in America
Look at
and
it.
other places where the WRC didn't race yet,
Look
people
how cute it is, guys. It's a cute little car. Yes, I like little cars, okay? Look at how little it is. It's all skished. It's short like me.
knew about the Stratos. Kids had posters of it on their walls. Those lines are unmistakable. Just look at that thing.
Damn.
However, by the time the early 80s rolled around, there was a
A
problem
nice looking
with the
car.
WRC. The numbers of divisions or groups they ran were too specialized and too restrictive for the automakers to justify manufacturing 5,000 units necessary to meet the WRC's regulations.
Damn.
Also, the 6 groups they had hamstrung the teams with tons of rules in the
Oh my
way.
god,
So
look
in
at the little
1982, the head of
cars.
the FIA, Jean Balestra, made
They're
a
so
radical
cute.
move. He condensed down the number of groups from 6 to 3. 2 stock
Holy
divisions
shit.
would remain, but the third was something entirely new. Usually when a sanctioning body is trying to win over teams and factories, they introduce new rules to cap costs and keep them happy. But this time the FIA would take away the rules and say anything goes.
Interesting.
So long as the car has 4 wheels and the engine breathes air, you can run it. For the
Wow.
1982 season, the FIA and the WRC effectively threw the
Engines
rulebook out
breathe
the
air.
window and said, let her rip.
Damn. Just anything. Look, they're all so cute and little. They're probably more aerodynamic that way. Oh. That was called Group B.
Group B, as it came to be known, was pretty much the Wild West of auto racing, only really matched by the insane Northeastern supermodified scene
Damn.
back in the United States. Instead of 5,000 units needing to be produced, it was lowered down to 200, and if you changed something on your car from one year to the next, you only needed to make 20 more. A laughably low limit. There were no restrictions on horsepower, turbo, and superchargers were given the go-ahead, and you
Wow.
could run any engine you wanted. And even the dimensions of the cars were not mandated. Meaning
Wow.
that you could watch a rear-engine Porsche 959 compete directly against a front-engine Soviet-built Lada. Yeah, the commie car.
What
Group
the
B was-
fuck? Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at that thing. The fuck? Rally racing's your favorite, followed by Baja. What's Baja racing, Duras? I feel like I know what that is, but it's like, is it on different terrain or is it the type of vehicle you're racing? Also, can you guys hear it okay when it's playing? Or is it quiet? Okay, yeah. Off-road. Okay, I can turn it up a little if y'all need. That's fine with me. Hold on, let me get more comfy.
Group B was completely insane, and I love it.
Is that
And the
better?
manufacturers put their money where their mouth was by putting forth some of the most monstrous cars to ever grace a race course. They started throwing money at their Group B programs and let their engineers go hog wild. Lancia were here to take their crown back yet again with their Rally 037, the spiritual successor to the Stratos.
Yes,
It had a
I like
2-liter
being
rear-mounted 4-cylinder engine that produced 265 horsepower. That doesn't sound like much, but with one of the few rules being a 960 kilogram minimum vehicle weight, about 2,100 pounds, that meant the 037 could absolutely fly through the streets. Lancia
Goddamn.
would claim the manufacturer's title in 1983, and they had yet another classic car to their name. The 037 in the Martini colors would become as iconic as any race car could ever hope to be. But their main rival in the 1980s was unquestionably Audi and their Quattro series of
Audi.
cars. The fact that the word Quattro rung a bell for you tells you how influential this series was in its heyday. Audi had won the title in 1982 with a nifty idea: four-wheel drive. The car was a front-engine design and looked fairly normal, but it had a turbocharged inline 5-cylinder motor, and the four-wheel drive meant that all four wheels could put down the 340 horsepower it produced. It was significantly over the minimum weight, being just a touch under 2,500 pounds, but that much power combined with a way to actually get it on the ground effectively meant that Lancia had serious competition.
Audi.
Four-wheel drive for rally was largely seen as a novelty before Group B, as it was just too unreliable and broke easily.
There's Sonic.
But Audi had apparently found the secret sauce and changed the game forever. They also started an arms race by constantly updating the Quattro. They started off with the Quattro A1 in 1983, but next they debuted the Sport Quattro S1. This was a big step up in two ways. First, it produced 100 more horsepower than the A1, despite using basically the same engine layout. And second, it really delved deep into the ever-evolving world of aerodynamics. Aero had been something that race teams all over the world had been fiddling with since the 1950s,
why would you want to race in
cars
snow?
at the time simply did not go fast enough to make it worth spending that kind of money on R&D. But Group B pushed the envelope so much in the power department that aero was now a real concern.
Look at that car
go. The cars
go.
began looking less like street cars and more like rocket ships. Peugeot was also in the thick of it with their offering, the 205 T16. It had an inline-4 turbocharged engine that made in excess of 500 horsepower and had aero scoops jutting out of every corner of the car. And despite it having that big front engine compartment, that's not actually where the engine is.
Look how
cute
it is.
It's in the middle for better weight distribution, because this is Group B and you can just do that sort of thing.
Interesting.
It won the manufacturer's title in 1985 and 1986 with Timo Salonen at the helm. Now's where we get to talk about the absolute mad lads and lasses that drove these things, because they were every bit as weird as their cars. Timo Salonen was a Finnish driver who, despite his appearance making him look like a tax accountant, was the best driver in Group B's history, winning more events than anyone else. He was a laid-back man who never lost his cool and insisted on driving the car with just one hand and the other one being permanently left on the shifter. Stig Blomqvist took up driving duties for Audi and tamed their Quattro series, being instrumental to their title in 1984.
What a name.
Walter Roll won the title for Lancia in 1983, and of course we have to mention the Queen of the Hill, Michèle Mouton. She is arguably the greatest female race car driver that has ever lived. She set the Pikes Peak hill climb record in 1985, won the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and to this day she is the only woman to have ever won a WRC event. And there you have it, a recipe for success. The fastest cars ever built for rally racing mixed with the best drivers in the world. The FIA wanted to give the WRC...
I gotta ask. Would that make Herbie a rally racer? Or is he a different kind of race car? Yes, I'm talking about Herbie the Bug. Yes, I am. In case you're wondering, yes. That's what I mean. Number 53. Oh, Herbie was the rally car? Okay, that's what I thought. He's so cute. I love that movie. It's adorable. Hello, Adorame. How's it going? Yeah, Herbie. Herbie the Love Bug. I know, right? Such a good movie. Hello. Good. We're just reacting to some content, and then we're gonna get into the end of crime scene cleaner. There's a few. There's Herbie Fully Loaded, and then I think there's two older ones. Because Herbie Fully Loaded is the one with Lindsay Lohan. I haven't seen the older Herbie movies. I've only seen the new one. There was, oh my God, 5? Jesus. And a TV series? Jesus. Goddamn, Herbie was a popular little guy. Wait, what are you whatting about, team? What? The warehouse, yeah, the warehouse. Yep, the last map. Herbie go vroom, indeed. Indeed. I'm not a Disney nerd. Not at all. Interesting. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
RC a shot in the arm and they had done it. By 1984, the WRC was more popular than Formula One, and fans flocked to these events in the hundreds
Same.
of thousands. Sometimes
Me
as many
too.
as
Oh my God, look how
400,000 people
cute!
would buy tickets to see these cars and drivers in action.
These cars are
there
so
were very
cute.
few, if any, crowd control measures in place
So
for Group
cute.
B events, and those
I like
400,000
them.
people got to go somewhere. So people would crowd
Oh.
the racing lines and even stand on the track itself, just waiting to get the
Yep.
perfect vantage point
I
to see
would
these
not.
race cars do their thing.
I would
Some
not.
of these videos are just
have not.
jaw-dropping to watch. It's like the automotive equivalent
my
of the running
God.
of the bulls.
Holy
I don't
shit.
even know how the drivers or their co-drivers managed to see the road ahead of them. Mechanics and crew reported that after
People.
a segment had been completed, they would find bits of
Jesus.
clothing and hair stuck in the grille and wings of their cars.
Oh my
body
God.
panels splattered with blood, and even fingers wedged into the air ducts. Group B
Really?
was absolute mania. The coolest
That's
race
crazy,
cars, the
Garrett.
best drivers, the most rabid fans on earth, everything had worked out for the WRC and the FIA beyond their wildest imagination.
Oh my
What
God.
could possibly go wrong?
Everything. Because things went right. That's crazy.
By 1985, these cars were so fast and there were so few rules
So
in place for
fast.
safety that even the drivers were starting to voice concerns. Another
Wow.
rule in Group B, or really lack thereof, was that cars could be made of any material, including aluminum. Those Audis and Lancias
What?
that weighed scarcely more than a metric ton were able to do so.
Okay. Let's make cars out of aluminum. Maybe they do that now. I don't know. But that sounds like a bad plan.
Because of their aluminum frames and roll cages. And the thing about aluminum, it likes to bend.
Uh-huh.
If you've ever been on a commercial flight and got a window seat above the wings, you know how much aluminum can flex during flight. That's a
Mhm.
good thing for a plane, but not so much for a car.
Yeah.
Rescue workers were also
Holy
not
shit.
numerous enough to do anything in case a car went off the track. It could take half an hour for them to show up on the scene,
Oh my
and their communications
God.
were also horrendously lacking.
Look at that little car.
Oftentimes, the only way they found out that a driver had wrecked was when another driver drove past, finished their segment, got out of the car, and reported the smoke
Oh
they
my
had seen
God.
to an official. By the time medics and firefighters arrived, it was
Oh my
often
God.
far too late. Not to mention the hundreds of thousands of spectators
No,
crowding
not
the
me.
roads made it hard to get to the scene.
So, I've put a, there's a channel called Content Ideas in my Discord at Arame, and I've told you guys that you can stick whatever you want me to react to in there as long as it is TOS friendly and safe for work. And no drama or politics. But someone in the community is a car freak. Yes, his name is Cybot. One of my mods loves cars. So I figured there was gonna be a car something or other in here. No, the car's just cute. I think it's a cute car because it's little. It's little. Herbie Lovebug. Herbie rides again. Herbie goes to Monte Carlo. Herbie goes bananas. Herbie and Herbie Fully Loaded were the names of the films. Damn. Team, how do you know these things? You guys are so smart. You know all the things. People touch cars as they rounded corners. Oh my. As people are racing? Bro. Way to lose. That's a great way to lose a fucking arm. Jesus. The majority of the body on Ford N150s post 2012 are aluminum. Really? Teslas are mostly aluminum? Fuck. I don't know that I want a Tesla anymore. What? You grew up watching them? Nice. Nice. So you've seen them all then. You've seen them all, team. You know, that is fair. That is fair, Adarame. I just think they're cute cars. That's all. I like small cars. I like little cars. Little cars that go vroom vroom.
Even if their communication was better. On May 2nd, 1985,
Damn,
at
that's
the Corsica
crazy.
rally, a Lancia 037, piloted by Attilo Bottega, went off and slammed into a tree. His co-driver was okay, but when medics arrived 20 minutes later,
Oh my
found the
God.
co-driver Mauricio limping out of the woods and Bottega dead still inside of the car.
Oh my
The drivers
God.
petitioned the FIA to do something, but they determined that at the speed the car was going, nothing would have prevented Attilo's death. It was more or less hand-waved away as a freak accident. Racing is inherently dangerous, that's true, but the FIA's investigation left drivers with little peace of mind.
Yeah,
But
no
later in the
kidding.
year during
Holy
the
shit.
Argentinian rally, Ari Vatanen crashed in a scary rollover. He
That's
broke
fair.
both legs
Oh
and a
my
few ribs,
fucking
one of
god.
which punctured his lung. He and his co-driver
Jesus.
survived, but they both vowed to never race in Group B again.
Oh my
The cars were
god.
becoming so fast with so much power that one driver said the cars moved faster than he could react. It was more or less driving on instinct, right on the razor's edge of what was humanly possible.
Holy
So
fuck.
going into 1986, the FIA finally budged and outlawed aluminum roll cages and set limits on aero devices like wings and spoilers, in hopes of slowing the cars.
You only like 3 of 5? Which ones do you like, team? Little cars that go vroom vroom. Vroom vroom, skirt skirt.
Down. But everything else remained the same, with no limits on power and no crowd control measures. Because coming in 1987 was the new Group S division.
Oh,
Group
look at that car. I want it. Look at it. It's adorable. Look at that thing. It's cute. It's an Audi. It is an Audi. Look at it. It's cute. Look how little and cute it is. Look at it. Look at it. I want one. It's adorable. Boom, boom. I never saw the TV series, but it was something. An evil version of Herbie? The fuck? What? What do we need an evil version of Herbie for? The fuck? He's just a little waste car. Why we need to make him evil?
B's replacement.
Look
Here
at it.
there would be
It's so
virtually
cute.
no rules. Manufacturers only needed to make 10 road cars to reach the production limit.
It's
and
adorable.
the automakers were already developing their new round
I
of
want it.
supercars. In March 1986, the Portugal Rally was held, and the country had already become a
Ew, it's
hotbed for
pink.
gearheads of all stripes, and now Group B would get their shot at glory in the country. People flooded the streets, and the first incident of the rally occurred when a cameraman was basically pushed into the line of fire, and Timo Salonen damn near ripped the man's hand off with his car and completely destroyed the $3,000 camera. The next accidents will not be so lax.
Don't stand. Oh my god. Don't stand in front of the fucking car. That's a you problem. Jesus Christ. Asks Christine. Right? Hello, Jay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that is weird, team. That is weird. That is weird. Okay, I'm just gonna say, oh, it ruined my $3,000 camera. Well, don't have your $3,000 camera in front of a car that's coming at you. That's a you problem. Ugh. Hey, I love Christine. Christine is awesome. Because she's possessed and evil. Sort of. Well, not really evil, I guess. Just protecting her owner. I guess. It's been a while since I've seen Christine, so I don't remember exactly. But it'd be fucking cool to have a car like Christine if somebody came and fucked your car up and it just healed itself. That'd be epic. I'd be okay with that. At least that part of it. I don't know about the rest. But yeah, thanks, Jay. My friend Shua made it for me.
Joaquim Santos, a native Portuguese driver, started off in his Ford RS200. Wanting to see the hometown guy rip through the streets, people crowded more and more onto the course.
Oh my god.
At one point, a spectator jumped out onto the track and Santos swerved to miss him.
Oh
He
my
then
god.
overcorrected and the car slid broadside into a group of people.
Oh my
His co-driver
god.
Miguel Oliveira said that in Group B the cars were so fast that he just had to look at his notes and feel the track turn for turn. But in this instance, he suddenly felt thuds and bumps as the car careened into the crowd. 32 people were injured and 3 people died, including a mother and her 11-year-old son.
Oh
In
my
a disgusting
god.
move, the FIA continued the race and did not tell the other drivers what had happened.
Oh,
When the drivers
what?
completed the segment and got told what happened, they banded together and vowed to go on strike to
Oh my god. That is fucked up. They didn't tell anybody that 3 people died? Sir. Ma'am. Jesus. Lovebug, Herbie Res again, and Herbie goes to Monte Carlo. Do you not like Fully Loaded? team? Jesus fucking Christ. Hi, Boomy. Yeah, that is, that's crazy. Thank you for your lurk. I appreciate it. See, I'd drive a Subaru. I like my Subaru. But, wow. It was okay. That's fair. I mean, I like it, but it's also the only one I've seen. And it's newer and had Lindsay Lohan in it, so I liked it. It also has Justin Long in it. And I think when I was younger, I used to have a crush on him, but I don't remember. I think it was him. Maybe it was somebody else. I don't know. I don't know. I will keep track of that stuff. Making money is more important. Apparently, yeah. Apparently, Sloth. A Subaru? That's why I said it like that. Subaru. That's fair, team. I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion. That's totally fair. Totally, totally fair. I think I just like it because it's newer. Well, I feel like a lot of people had crushes on Lindsay. A lot of people. There is no pink. It's broken. Hello, guys. Hi, Relics. How are you? Subarus were made for rally racing. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. How you doing? Well, actually, I fixed it all. I guess I just forgot to re-enable it if you don't see it. So I'll have it ready for next stream. Just keep in mind because of the texture edits. This is for everybody. If you ever have a model and you get it texture edited, if it's like a customizable model, just remember that it might be hard to change some of the colors. So like my hair is all colored by Shua. So unless I go in and do a whole thing, it can't be as pink as it used to be. The outfit can be. It won't be this outfit, but it can be. But I got it as pink as I could. But I had to fix some things. I forgot to re-enable them. I'll do that for tomorrow. It was not broken by arson, no. We all have Japanese here, it seems. You're on a Honda. Nice. You wanted to get a Subaru? Yeah, I've had a a Toyota, a Suzuki, a Buick, um Toyota, Suzuki, Buick, Chrysler, and now my Subaru. And my Subaru has been the best car out of all of them. Although the Toyota was old as fuck when I got it and it lasted for like 10 years. So it did pretty good. It did pretty good. And the Buick was my mom's that I inherited and it already had issues. So that's that. It's fine. It's fine. Toyotas are immortal, right? Yeah, it was a 94 Toyota. 94? Yeah, a 94 Toyota Tercel. And it was my first car and it did so good. And honestly, if we wanted to replace the coolant, no, the radiator, then it would have been fine. But we kind of just decided, fuck it. A Chevy, very nice. 1982 or 92, you forgot which year, Dodge Dakota. I remember I had a friend named Dakota and her dad drove a Dodge Dakota and I just thought it was really funny at the time. The only competitors for Subaru would be Mitsubishi. Nice, as far as rally races go. Subaru is a Toyota company? Really? Fuck, I didn't know that. Well, hell yeah, go Toyota. Your dad had an 84 Tercel station wagon. A Tercel station wagon? What? Holy fuck. Wow, that's a lot of fucking miles. Holy shit. God damn. God damn. That's a lot. Yes. Lexus, yes. Lexus is not bad. I don't know that I'd want to drive one, but I do like my Subarus.
Stop the competition.
Anyway.
But the FIA kept things going, and Jean Balestre said he would punish any driver or
Oh.
manufacturer that walked out. At the Corsica
Shit.
rally just 2 months later in May, Henry Tovinen and his co-driver Sergio Cresto were putting on the race of their lives, winning
Oh, God.
stages left and right. But on the second day of competition, their Lancia went off at a point where there was no guardrail, and it flew off of a
Oh,
steep hill. The
fuck.
fuel tank immediately ruptured, and a ball of fire erupted from the crash site.
Oh my
Drivers
God.
completing the segment reported to officials that they'd seen black smoke in one of the turns, and by the time rescue personnel got to Henry and Sergio, there was nothing left of the wreck except a charred frame. Now in action was borderline criminal.
Oh
And
my
after
God.
international pressure from drivers, manufacturers, and governments, Group B was immediately banned from competition and never got to see the light of
Good.
day again. And its successor,
Jesus.
Group S, was scrapped entirely.
Good.
After Group B's disbanding, Group A, the more strictly stock division, picked up the banner and marched
Volkswagen? Das Auto. I feel like I know that one.
forward. But this time with the restrictions and safeguards the drivers of the 80s had wanted. Now there were crowd limits, they had to be kept further back in most areas,
Good.
and rescue personnel were more numerous with helicopters in the air and radio communications opened up between them.
That's the thing that I don't understand is why would you allow people to be that close to cars? The fuck? Oh. No. No, we're just reacting to some stuff. Relax, I have a new thing that I'm gonna do react content. And so I put content ideas. Sorry, a channel called Content Ideas in my Discord, and you guys can post stuff there for whatever it is you'd like me to react to, as long as it is safe for work, TOS friendly, and no drama or politics.
Now if a driver went off, their officials would know about it immediately and be able to send
Yeah,
help within a few
as it
minutes
should
rather
be.
than half an hour.
Yeah.
Even still, rally racing remained popular all over the world. The Subaru Impreza WRX and the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo became classic cars,
Subarus!
and their computerized traction control systems and driver assist are commonplace on road cars today of all makes and models. The features you take
Yeah.
for granted in your personal car and the safety
Oh my God.
precautions
What was that car? It was so cute. Holy shit. Hold on. Hold on. We need to go back. We need to go back. What is that? It's adorable. Chat, what is this? What is this? It's cute. I want one. What is it? Is that an Impreza? It's cute. I can't tell. But it's cute. How we think would have pets. Oh, it could be. I think it's a Volkswagen. Yeah, you're right. A rabbit. Like the car that Jacob works on in Twilight. That's the only reason I know what that car is.
precautions in place at every racetrack
It's a
today
cute car.
were earned out there on the ice, snow, gravel, and dirt stretching from Portugal to Corsica,
That one's
Finland
not.
to Argentina. People had to pay a high price for those
What the
things.
fuck is
And if
that
there's any
thing?
silver lining to Group B and rally racing as a whole, it was that they have saved countless
Howdy.
lives through these technological advancements.
That's hilarious.
The WRC is still competing today. And the envelope is still being pushed, but with the proper safety measures in place to make sure we don't repeat the same mistakes. And even with all the new rules set up, limiting
That's a nice
horsepower and
car.
boost and making
That's
the
a
car
pretty
sturdier
looking
with
car.
steel, if you watch a modern WRC event, you can see that the true spirit of Group B never completely went away.
That got hella loud. Holy shit. Vroom vroom.
Today, the cars have a lot less
Holy fuck.
horsepower, but they're actually faster than their Group B brothers, if you can believe it. And
Holy
with modern
fuck.
seats and belts, they're safer than ever. There's never been a better time to be a rally fan with cameras broadcasting every angle of every stage. And yes, you can still get uncomfortably close to the action if that's your thing. For any of my
Why?
European fans watching this, y'all got it pretty good over there. Don't forget that. Anyway, I'm Slapshoes. Thanks for watching, and until next time, y'all take it easy.
Wow. Man, that's pretty fucking funny. Wow, I learned things about cars today, guys. Are you proud of me? So what I'm gonna start doing, just so you guys know things for later, what I'm gonna do in the Discord is I'm going to mark it with an emoji so you guys know that I've watched it. Um, and that's gonna be our thing. I'm gonna mark it with the little head pets emoji so you guys know that I watched them. And then that way we won't get lost. Because right now there's not that many in there, but eventually I'm sure you guys will have lots in there. So I don't want to lose track of what we have watched and what we haven't because I want to make sure that I react to everything. So yeah. But we learned some things. I finished my food. It's a miracle.